we are here to talk August TBR, all of the books that I want to read in August. You guys know I am terrible at sticking to a TBR, but there are a lot of these that I have to read for certain projects that I'm doing, and I am so incredibly excited about what's to come in the month of August for this channel. The videos I'm going to be working on, the people I'm going to be working with, I am just so incredibly excited. But let's just dive into it. Let's talk all the books I want to read in August. Is this pile still absolutely massive? Absolutely. And I do not even have all of the books in front of me, and it's still a stack. Okay, so July was a slower reading month for me. I'm hoping to pick it back up in August here. But like I said, I have a couple different projects going on. We're going to go through, I'm just going to go general fiction because that is my biggest pile. You guys know I have been in the mood for contemporary and literary fiction and historical fiction. So that is my biggest pile. And then my romance, which I usually am like hardcore, you know, like die-hard romance girly over here. We've got 3. Anyway, let's dive right on into the fiction. We will get through this chunky pile and then make our way over to our romance. Before we dive on into all of the books, I want to preface this by saying, I know people are going to say you don't need to say this, but my kids are roughhousing with David downstairs, my husband. So if you hear them in the back, they're going to be screaming, they're going to be yelling, they're going to be doing their thing. So I want to put that out there in case you hear all the background noise. The first general fiction book I have here is The 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom. I read this already, so this will be a reread for me. I feel like one of my first ever rereads. I need to go back and reread more books, honestly. But I really enjoyed this in high school when it was required reading. I want to dive back in and see my thoughts, feelings, and opinions on it now. This may also be included in a project I'm working on. So there is that one. This next one was a new release in July. I am intrigued about this one. This one is Fast Boys and Pretty Girls by Lo Patrick. There is what that one looks like. I think the cover of this is absolutely stunning. So I am, again, like I said, absolutely intrigued and cannot wait to see what happens. This, I feel like, hold on, let me see. Danielle knows the book. Okay, yeah. So this is about a woman who moves back to her childhood home with her husband and 4 daughters, and the girls go exploring one day and end up finding a body, and Danielle thinks she knows who the body belongs to, so we're gonna go in and see. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I did that already. I read the whole thing, but I'm not completely remembering it, and I want to go in that way to the book. So there is that one. The next one I want to read, this one is actually a carryover from my July TBR. This one is Tilt by Emma Patty, I want to say. There is that one. I am really looking forward to diving into this one. This one has something to do with, Annie is 9 months pregnant. She's shopping for a crib at IKEA. That's when the massive earthquake hits. There's nothing to do but walk. And I am a huge person for like motherhood and those type of themes in books and relationships, and like, I don't know, I like deep emotional stories, and I feel like that's what this might be. So there's that one. This next one I've heard nothing but absolutely amazing things. I had a really hard time getting my hands on a physical copy of this book. Barnes & Noble, both my local Barnes, are completely sold out of this book. This one is The Road to Tender Hearts by Annie Hartnett. So there is what this one looks like. Like I said, heard absolutely amazing things. I think it has something to do with this older man who is going, I want to say cross country. I can be completely wrong, guys. I didn't read the synopsis for this one. And he's taking along with him younger kids. I don't know. We'll see. I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about this book, and I cannot wait to dive on in. This next one was also a new release in July. It is Culpability by Bruce Halsinger. This one you guys would have seen in my July new release video, the ones I was most anticipating. I am so excited to dive into this book. So this is like something where I think it's a family, and they're in the car, they're in a minivan. Brother is driving, dad is in the passenger seat, mom is in the back with sister, and the brother ends up getting into a car accident, and then secrets kind of end up unfolding about the entire family, and I am just so curious. I love the little family drama aspects. I love relationship dynamics and things like that, and I don't know, I'm a nerd for that kind of thing. So looking forward to this one. This will be my first Bruce Holsinger book. I've seen other ones at Barnes & Noble while I am there, and I've wanted to pick them up, but I figured I would give this one a go first. Another book where I've heard amazing things. I am incredibly excited. This one has to do with a sister relationship. It is Spectacular Things by Beck Dory Stein, and there is that one. As you can tell on the cover, there are the sisters. Then it says in here, it says, what would you give up for the person you love most? What would you expect in return? So I am just really excited to see where this goes, how this goes, the relationships, the dynamics, you guys know, all of that good stuff. So there is that one. The next two, these two I am very nervous about. I continue to put them off, and I just want to read them. I want to read them. I want to see what they're all about. I want to see why people talk about them so much, but I'm also like, am I in the right headspace for this? Like, can I do this type of thing? You'll see why. The first one, My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa Moshfegh. There is that one. And I've been wanting to read this for what feels like forever. I'm just doing it, guys. I'm doing it. It's here. We're going to do it. So there's that one. And then this one. This one is the one that I'm most nervous about. I can't even put into words how nervous I am to jump into this one. Think of the saddest book, and that might be the book I'm holding in my hands. No, I'm only kidding, but probably at the same time. It is A Little Life, and I have been putting this book off for so long. I just need to dive on in. I just need to see what it's all about. You guys know I love emotional stories, but for some odd reason, I am just so hesitant to pick this one up. I'm also someone who does not cry during books very often. The one book I can think of off the top of my head that had me crying is The Nightingale, and then after that I would really have to think about a book that made me cry. So we'll see about this one. Another two that I plan on reading are The Dream Daughter by Diane Chamberlain. So this is one I am very excited to dive on into. I have not read anything by Diane Chamberlain. I feel like she's a very popular author, and for some reason, like I said, I've never read anything by her. So there is that one. The next one, I have something by this author on my shelves already, but I want to go back and read this one as well, and there's a reason I'm reading this, and guys, I am so incredibly excited. This is The Measure by Nikki Erlich. You guys will know, I am a sucker for magical realism, and that is what this is, and I cannot wait. I don't have the words. I think this is going to be a 5-star read, and I am just so incredibly excited to finally pick up this book. You have absolutely no idea. I literally cannot wait. And then we're going to dive on into the 3 romance books I have. The first one, I know you're going to be like, you're a romance girl, but you haven't read that book. Yep, that's me. Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I've heard so many things about this book, so many good things about this book. Here's the thing. I read Every Summer After by Carly Fortune already, and I heard people that read that first tend to like that over this one, and people that have read this one first tend to like this one over that one because, you know, there are some controversial issues going on there apparently. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out, and this may just be in a reading vlog. So stick around. This next one is the second book in a series. The third book is coming out in August, and I literally cannot wait. I love the first book, but I've been holding off on the second one so that I can binge the second and third one together. This one is Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. I know a lot of people were so hit or miss on the first book. I absolutely loved it. I had a grand old time reading that one. So I am very excited to dive on into this one, continue the story, and see where it goes. I am just also looking forward to Kingsley, best character in the book in my opinion, but there is that one, and I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that I am going to get my hands on the third book this month as well and continue on there. But we shall see. Anyway, last but not least, this is our book club pick over on Fable. We have a book club. If you did not know, I will link it down below. Fable is completely free. The book club is free to join, so make sure to go check that out. Now, with that being said, I also do a reading vlog on the book that is picked for the month, and I will post that on Patreon as well, so there's an exclusive reading vlog over there as well, so if you want to check that out, that is over there. But anyway, the book, it is All the Missing Pieces by Catherine Cowles. So here's this one. This is going to be my first ever Catherine Cowles. I just need to jump into her work. I know this is a standalone. I have Fragile Sanctuary. I'm like looking at it right now. Fragile Sanctuary. I want to say the second one is Delicate Escape. I can't really see it from this angle. I have those two on my shelves, and for some odd reason, I continue to put them off. And I feel like it's like that for series for me for some reason. I don't know why. Don't know what it is. Is it intimidating? That's probably what it is. But I know this is a standalone. I want to jump on into her writing. So we're going to give this one a go. And like I said, if you want to check out the book club or Patreon, it will be linked down below. But that is it for my August TBR, my little pile of possibilities here. Let me know if you've read any of these books, what your thoughts were on them. I would absolutely love to know. I also want to know what books you guys plan on picking up in August. I'm always so curious to see what you guys are reading, what you guys are into at the moment, what you guys are interested in, all of those good things. So leave those in the comments down below as well. Thank you guys for sticking with me for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys soon.